So this next story is so dirty that it's actually adorable. Like, I'm not even mad at it because there's a kind of a cute angle to it. So listen to this. Senior congressional Democratic leadership has been approached by a well-known mega donor who encouraged them to endorse a Democratic presidential candidate who isn't Bernie Sanders, CNBC reports. Bernard Schwartz, the CEO of BLS Investments, has recently reached out to both Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, according to CNBC. Quote, "We should know who is the best person to beat Donald Trump, and with all due respect, Bernie Sanders cannot beat Trump." Untrue, all the polls show he's the best to beat Trump. Schwartz told the network, quote, "They have good political reasons not to endorse until the primary is over, but I think we are losing too much if we give up on this position," Schwartz added. According to CNBC, Schwartz didn't direct Pelosi and Schumer toward a specific alternative candidate, but he is a major backer of former Vice President Joe Biden's campaign. Here's why this is adorable. So you got this like billionaire investor who's a mega donor, who's a corrupt elitist, like the definition of all of that. And he calls up Pelosi and Schumer and he's like, "I need you to put a stop to this." As if, like, let's say today, Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi came out and said, "We're endorsing whoever, fill in the blank, Mayor Pete, Joe Biden, Amy Klobuchar, whoever, it doesn't matter. One of the centrists, any of them. Bloomberg. He's a right-winger, it's not even just a centrist. He's terrible. He's the worst." The idea that that would be enough, like, oh, okay, boom, you see a giant spike in the polls of like 30% for one of those people, which, by the way, is kind of what they need in order to win. A giant spike of like 25, 30%. They shoot up in the polls, and then boom, everything's hunky-dory. The center goes on to win, and Bernie Sanders is destroyed. Nobody likes Schumer and Pelosi. I forget, okay, you can't quote me on this because I forget exactly what the number was. But I'm pretty sure the approval rating for Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, it's like under 30%. So you're begging some of the most unpopular people in the country to come out and make an endorsement, and you think that's going to sway the race in your favor. If anything, that might have the backlash effect. You know, it's the same thing as like, you know, if, like, remember when Mitt Romney, oh, this is a perfect analogy and it just came to me. I'm so happy I remember it. Remember in 2016 when they were like, oh my God, we have to stop Trump. The Republican establishment was saying that. And then Mitt Romney came out and gave a speech and like ripped Donald Trump to shreds. And then Trump went up in the polls because everybody was like, I don't like Mitt Romney. Not that I like Trump, but Mitt Romney's more annoying than him. Mitt Romney just lost in 2012, and now he's presenting himself as like, all right, I got this, guys. Bro, you're a loser. What are you doing? Nobody likes you. This is like the same thing. Like, oh, come on, Chuck, Nancy, go ahead, put an end to this. It's like the billionaire's like, Bernie, I will call your manager. Oh, it's adorable. Oh, it's so adorable. I really do find it adorable. I really do find it funny. And I don't know if they're actually going to do it because Nancy Pelosi actually said the other day, surprisingly, that, hey, man, listen, if it's Bernie Sanders, we're going to back him in the general, whatever, yada, yada. Which, funny enough, I actually think that's what happened with Paul Ryan, too. Paul Ryan didn't endorse Trump, didn't speak out against Trump. He just kind of said towards the end, like, if it's him, it is what it is. So there's so many parallels between now and the 2016 race, but I do find it absolutely adorable that some billionaire elitist is like, all right, all the fun is over, fellas. Let's put an end to this Bernie Sanders thing, huh? As if they have the ability to do that.